Hey everybody, my name is Paige Evans and welcome to my first segment of Scrap Your Stash, taught by the Two-Piece Garden Girls every Thursday. Enjoy! Today I'm going to show you how to make the most of the pattern paper strips or tearaway strips that come at the bottom of a lot of pattern paper sheets these days. Usually one side has the barcode and the other has a pattern, and I hate throwing these away and I love finding new ways to use them because little bits and pieces of pattern paper is probably my favorite scrapbooking technique. So enter today's technique, paper weaving. So first I've gathered all of my supplies and I've used most of the Ready Set Go paper strips by Amy Tangerine, and I've gone ahead and I've trimmed them off with pattern papers to save some time. And I also trimmed a few pattern papers strips as well. So usually I find inspiration on Pinterest, and I saw this woven image and decided I wanted to try it with paper. So I trimmed a sheet of the same color of cardstock as the background to 8 by 10, and I'm going to begin by just placing the paper strips diagonally across the cardstock, and you want to put a little bit of adhesive on the end and then stick it down and just keep layering them one right beside the other. Stick them down, and another one, and we're going to speed this up for the sake of time because time is precious. So this whole row is done, and then next you're going to take another tearaway strip and you lift up every other tearaway strip and you just tuck it underneath. So you're going over, under, over, under, and I just like to gather, to save time, I just gather every other one. And so this one is going to be the opposite. You take every other paper strip and weave it over, under, over, under. I do it in clumps because it's easier than just putting one under there and lifting the paper up and then lifting the next paper up. Again, doing the opposite thing, we're going to go over, under, opposite what the previous paper strip was. And the paper is pretty forgiving. As long as you've got adhesive on there, things won't move around and you can adjust and push it around until everything is snug. Again, each row is opposite. And that brown piece of paper is not staying, so I'm just going to take it away. Alright, speeding up, but like I said, every row is opposite, over, under, over, under. Doing a little adjusting, keep weaving, keep pushing things up so they're all nice and snug, like a basket. And my photo mat, this is what it's going to be, is the mat for my photo is complete, but I think some of the tabs are a little too long and things are moving around, so I'm going to add a little bit more adhesive, and then I'm just going to snip away some of the ends. I'm not too particular about being perfect. I just want some of the longer ends to be a little bit shorter. Looks good. Photo mat is ready. So now I take a 12 by 12 sheet of American Crafts cardstock, and it's light gray. It's pretty neutral color, and I'm gonna stick down the photo mat, and I've got a photo of my son Fox wearing a cute Fox t-shirt that I'm just gonna glue down there on the middle. And I like having 3 clusters of embellishments, so that's what I'm gonna start doing next. But first, add a little journaling spot. And here's a die cut from the Amy Tangerine Ready Set Go line. And that's where I'm gonna build my title. And to draw attention to the photos, I'm adding an arrow sticker by Studio Calico. And to make the title, I'm using these Amy Tangerine corrugated letters. I love this color of green. And the title is going to be so true because his shirt says "Cool like a fox," and it's just so true. So I'm using these chipboard word bubbles by Studio Calico and these transparent letter stickers by Amy Tangerine from the Ready Set Go line. Just adding them right there. And then this fox die cut is from the Dear Lizzie Fifth and Frolic line. I mean, it's a fox, so of course I have to use it. And a little bicycle wooden veneer by Studio Calico because Fox loves bicycles. Next, I'm adding a Hello There sticker by the Amy Tangerine Ready Set Go line and a little piece of flair that says how clever, because he's clever like a fox, and a little man sticker because, you know, he's a boy. And I'm finishing off this cluster with a leaf brad because he loves leaves. So all these things are things that Fox loves or that I associate with him. And I've already stamped the date on this journaling card because I'll be honest, this is the second time I had to make this layout. And I'm just going to tuck it under here, under the top left corner. It's got the date of the photos. And then I'm going to tuck some Amy Tangerine leaves under there as well. And from the Studio Calico sheet, I'm grabbing a hand to also draw attention to the shirt, and an arrow to draw attention to the shirt. The arrow's from the Amy Tangerine Ready Set Go line. And an Amy Tangerine camera die cut, and a light bulb sticker. I think it needs one more little piece of something under there because it's all about layering. It's got to add a few more layers. Here's a chip, or a, excuse me, wooden veneer pennant by Studio Calico. It completes the clusters. Now the edges look a little bland, so I'm taking this Knockouts Border Punch by American Crafts and I'm going around the page and just punching some zigzag to draw the eye all the way around the page, and so you're not left hanging on the edges. Got something fun to look at. And no page is complete without some spray mist, so I'm going to grab this Mr. Huey's spray mist and drop it along where the punched borders are, just to give them a little bit more interest. And next I'm going to write the journaling with a pen by Zig. Just a little bit more info about the layout. I'm so excited that foxes are in. They're trendy. And there was just one more piece I wanted to add, a little fabric brad right there. So that'll complete the embellishments. And that's it. Easy as pie. Here's the finished layout once again. And finally, I have 3 layouts that I've done paper weaving on that I want to share with you. Here I've done a simple straight up and down paper weaving. On this layout, I trimmed a heart and I did paper weaving across it before trimming off the excess for a photo mat. And on this final layout, I did a border of paper weaving. And these were all made a few months ago. Thank you so much for joining me, and the challenge associated with this video is to create a layout with paper weaving using the tearaway strips on the bottom of pattern papers. Thanks so much. See you next month.